In my last video, I designed an apartment for Megan Thee Stallion. The beef between Nicki and Megan that transpired last weekend. Actually, I don't even know if I would call it beef because it felt very one-sided, but we'll get into that in a second. Inspired me to create 2 apartments in San Myshuno for each rapper, but make them neighboring units. Today we're doing Nicki's side. I think it reflects her Harajuku Barbie style, which is one of her longest running alter egos and arguably the best known. It's why her fan base calls themselves the Barbs and why it makes sense she had a song in the Barbie movie with Ice Spice. Harajuku Barbie is extremely camp, kitschy, playful, and pink. I think I struggled more with the floor plan of Meg's apartment than this one. I only fit 1 bedroom and 1 bath in Meg's, while Nicki has a 2 bedroom, 2 bath unit. The second bedroom is a nursery since 1, she's always talking about these bitches is my sons, and 2, she actually does have a son, so it was only fitting. Her son's nursery is hella pink because why not? I tried to make this apartment as obnoxious as possible to reflect her style, and I mean, it's not intended to be a read, but take it however you want to. You can't deny her rap and fashion style is about being the center of attention. I use as much from 6MCC's Life in Plastic set as I can because it's literally modeled from the Barbie movie set design. I mean, how perfect is that? Each item has a ton of swatches, but of course the default is this bright hot pink, so I mixed that in with some softer pinks. The living room rug is from the Clutter Cat. I've never used it before, but it matched the hot pink and obnoxious vibes very well. Combined with this tropical plant from Peacemaker, it was giving Anaconda. The original kitchen counters I put in are from Hey Harry's Octave collection, but I do switch them out later for some bright pink ones from Hey Harry and Felix Andre's Basic collection. I leave the wallpaper and flooring blank for now because I knew I was going to have lots of bold colors and shapes, and I needed to ground myself in the furnishings first. The pink statue is from the Romantic Garden stuff pack. I have no idea what compelled me to include it, but it just felt right. These pink windows are from Charlie Pancake's Maple and S construction set. I had no idea there was a pink swatch until now, and I'm so happy because they work perfectly. While I base the concepts for these Jasmine Suites apartments off of real life people and events, I think it'd be so fun to play this scenario out in The Sims. I mean, move 2 Sims that are in the same career into neighboring apartments, and then make them mortal enemies and just see how it plays out. I don't know about you, but the more drama there is in my Sims lives, the more fun it is to play. And speaking of drama, let's talk about the shit that inspired me to make this build. So in my previous video, I talked a little bit about the drama that happened over last weekend between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, but in case you didn't see it or you weren't tapped in, Megan dropped a new single titled Hiss. Nicki immediately took to Instagram and Twitter spewing all kinds of hateful shit because she took the line in the song, quote, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's law," to be about her and her family. For context, Nicki's husband and brother are both convicted sex offenders and are required by Megan's law to be publicly registered as such in the US. In addition to doxing people close to Megan, going on extremely long rants, bringing Megan's deceased grandmother and mother into the mix, and getting crazy people like Ben Shapiro to side with her, she released a diss track titled Bigfoot on Sunday evening. I didn't stream it, but I did listen to it via other commentators on YouTube, and I gotta say, that shit was trash. She just recited everything she said in her tweet rants, rhymed foot with foot a million times, and really thought she was coming in hot with the tea, but literally had nothing on Megan. She thought she had bars, but she didn't. Literally, she said, quote, "Barbs, I need a good alcohol bar. Roman, wait, that was the bar. Like a bodybuilder, I keep raising the bar. Fuck you, get shot with no scar." Just in that alone, she rhymed bar with bar 3 times. And so in honor of that, I had to include a bar in this build somehow because Nicki doesn't have any, so I figured I'd give her one. I go back to the kitchen in a little and use a bar from 6MCC's Life in Plastic. I squeeze it into the kitchen, but I did playtest everything and it's fully functional and your Sims can still access the dining area. Right now I'm working on Nicki's son's nursery. I mix and match quite a few different custom content pieces. The acrylic crib matched the plastic Barbie vibes and is from Tud's crib set, as well as the crib accessories, tapestry on the wall, and the rugs. I also use a bit of the Clutter Cat's Baby Boo collection because it has a very cartoonish style and I think that it complements the Harajuku Barbie aesthetic, but really anything that has a pink swatch is going in this apartment. The floor plan is so functional in here. Like, it just comes together so naturally. But these tall wall heights got me fucked up, bro. I used to love medium and tall wall heights because I thought regular walls just looked too tiny and squished. But what am I supposed to do with all this wall space? I end up putting some really busy and clashing wallpaper up to distract from the height and emptiness of the walls. Normally I hate busy wallpapers, but 2010 Nicki Minaj calls for it. And if it looks tacky to you, then good. That is my goal. I use Charlie Pancake's trusty old reclaimed wood flooring from their Lighthouse set. It is my go-to flooring right now. There's just so many good wood tones and the texture of the wood is just right. I use a plain base game pink wallpaper in the primary and opt for a pinkish dinosaur print in the nursery from Hey Harry and Felix Andre's Tiny Travelers. I would be remiss not to include a base game hot pink toddler potty for her son in one of the bathrooms. What song was it that she said, "Bitch, you my son, go sit on a potty"? I think it was Motorsport. Ooh, that's tea, because that's when Nicki's beef with Cardi B popped off. See what I'm saying? She's beefing with everybody, and it's just old, and at this point, annoying. I'm currently furnishing the toddler/guest bathroom, keeping it pink, cute, and simple. I add a little shelf with some decor to spice it up a bit, but other than that, it's a very basic space. I don't know what made me think of this just now, like it's really random, but I'm realizing that there's no trash can or smoke detector in this apartment. Oops. Listen, it happens to the best of us. If you would like to download this build, even without the smoke detector and trash can, you can find it on the EA gallery by searching the hashtag #ProfessionalWomanChild or the hashtag TheCrimsonShade. My gallery ID is TheCrimsonShade, and all of this info will also be copied in the description box below, as well as links to a majority of the CC I use in this build for your convenience. If you have any questions about where you can find an item, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Here I am squeezing this giant curved bar into her kitchen, both as a reference to her lyrical prowess she's lacking lately, but also I wanted more skill building items for your Sims. I also added a microphone so she can record tracks from the comfort of her own home because I'm so generous. And I was going to put a punching bag so she can channel her anger and negative energy into something more productive, but the swatches totally clash with the apartment and not in a good way. So I switched it out for an upper body exercise machine instead. Oh, I forgot to mention this wallpaper earlier, but the tropical lime green and pink hibiscus I use in the entryway and living room is from 6MCC's boho bedroom set. It actually screams the opposite of boho to me, so I was kind of surprised to find that swatch hiding in there. The sim I used to playtest this apartment and for screenshot purposes is not supposed to be Nicki, just putting it out there so we all know. It's Penny Pizzazz, who is a townie from San Myshuno. Okay, on that note, I'm going to end the voiceover here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more speed builds. Also, let me know what you'd like to see me build next in the comments below. I will talk to you all in the next video and enjoy the screenshots.